My day's been good, Skylar. I slept in today because I could. Uh, and then uh, I watched some pillows, and I watched a lot of Twitch today, and caught up on some anime, some weekly anime. We're 3 or 4 episodes into this current anime season, so um, I'm not watching everything. At least not this week. Things have been filtered out. So High Dive only got like 2 shows this season, I think. I guess 3 because there's a sequel to Hell Mode. Um, but one of them is a lady gets isekai because they did a saint summoning ritual, but it summoned 2 of them, and uh, the prince didn't like her and banished her because her skill was boring, I guess. Um, she has a skill that tells her when she's in danger and lets her perfectly adapt to any climate, so she could live anywhere. And her other skill lets her summon a camping van that's basically a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside than on the outside. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cute. And then the second episode, we meet like her friends for the show or whatever, right? And one of them is just terribly annoying. Oh my goodness. It's like I was having a good time with this. Uh the first episode, this one, oh boy. So I don't know. Just heads up, we have the first ad break in about 50 seconds. In about 50 seconds. Sorry. That's not static or anything. It's just getting caught on the fuzzy mic cover. got real tiny there. Welcome back from the epic, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, summer, summer games done quick. It was the big, couple, like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, and there was a Paper Mario Thousand Year Door speed run. It was an hour and 40 minutes long, and it made me really want to play Thousand Year Door. I have Thousand Year Door for the GameCube. The GameCube sitting right there on the shelf. I could play it, and I want to. Excuse me. They also did a two-player Wind Waker randomizer co-op. I think. I think it was a randomizer. Pretty sure. And I have Wind Waker. I've played Wind Waker, but I've never beaten Wind Waker. We have 2 discs of Wind Waker. One disc is scratched and stops at like a certain point in the game, and then you have to switch to the other disc. My dad's beaten it. I grew up watching my dad play Wind Waker on the GameCube, and Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess. We have Twilight Princess for the GameCube. I thought it was just a GameCube game. I didn't actually know it was like dual released for the Wii and GameCube. Um, we didn't get a Wii on release, because it was very difficult to find a Nintendo Wii. I remember my uncle managed to get one, and we played the Wii Sports like at my grandparents' house like all night, one night, when I was 8. um, and I got really into boxing. Wii Sports boxing. It was like I was sweating. I was just like throwing my hands, trying to knock out the CPU. Um, yeah, we did get a Wii eventually. My parents made it this whole thing. I don't even think it was a Christmas. Um, maybe it was. My dad had like set up. So we have this little fireplace downstairs at the base of the stairs. Um, so growing up, we were we weren't allowed to like slide down and like play on the stairs, because if we slipped and then tripped and then we could land down there and then hit our heads on the brick of the fireplace. Um, we've never used it as a fireplace. But my dad set up the Wii, and then I don't remember all of the games we got with our Wii. I just remember we got Lego Batman. Um, and there were other games. I don't remember which ones those were though. For sure got Lego Batman though. Played that game a lot. Played that game a lot. So in Lego Batman, I think you can play as villains and go to like the villain base, and they kind of like walk through this door and then walk through a room or whatever in the hub. And if you play as Mr. Freeze, you just stand in the doorway and then hold the attack button, and he freezes everybody, and then you can smash them. We did that a lot. um, yeah, the Wii is cool. The Wii's cool. I wonder. I'm sure eventually we'll get Wii games on. They'll do Wii games for the Nintendo Switch Online. I'm sure eventually we'll get them. It probably won't be for a while though. But I don't even know what games they would put on the service because they already re-released Skyward Sword. I guess maybe Smash Bros. Maybe, but I don't know. I guess well, they already sold the Mario Galaxy. I don't know. I don't actually know what games they would put on there. And hi, Gunther. Congrats on getting first spirit. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I was just yapping. How you doing, Gunther? I hope you got some good rest on your day off. That was today, right? I think. Hi, Pie. Oh my goodness. Hi, Pie. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're staying cool. It is very hot this week. There we go. Please go follow Pie. Pie's sweet. He's awesome. Pie streams. I don't think I've been able to catch a Pie stream in a while. our our time zones don't really line up that way. I think. I don't know. I've had to turn off Twitch notifications on my phone because they were nuking my phone battery, and my phone even said, "Hey, you should put this game in sleep mode because it's eating your battery life." Um, and the push notifications for the Twitch app on my phone would make my phone go off. So um, even if it was on vibrate, that my phone would just be constantly vibrating. Like every hour or half hour, my phone would go. Buff, 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 buff. Um, it's like I can't do this because I follow so many people. There's so many people I follow that I'm like, who is this? Where did I find this person, or how did I come to follow this person? Um, or maybe they changed their name. So I just don't get notifications for when people go live unless I'm in their Discord server. Next week waits a heat wave. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, we got some rain overnight and apparently some thunder. When we were streaming last night, I kept seeing this flash of light every once in a while through my window uh, on my wall above my head. And I was like, what is that? And I thought it was just like a car driving down the road or whatever, and like sun or the headlights getting window, but I guess that was lightning. I don't know. I didn't hear any thunder though. I don't know. Yeah, please go follow Pi. Pi has been here for a long time. I remember Pi was here when we were playing through. I think it was Doom 2016. I remember Pi was there for that stream, and Teeny was as well. I was still streaming on Wi-Fi. I was streaming on Wi-Fi back then, so the stream would they'd drop frames quite a bit, or uh, stream would get cut and then restart. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back to finish the Doom Eternal DLC. I have no idea. We got too many games on our plate. We gotta finish Monster Hunter Stories 3. We probably have like another couple months with that game. We're not even done with the story. I think we're mostly done with exploring, so I don't know how many more monsters we're gonna have to discover and obtain. And I don't know how much of a post-game Stories 3 has, and how much I'm gonna want to, if there is, and how much I want to play of it. We didn't really get very far into Stories 2's post game. There is a post game in Stories 2 of some sort. I remember we fought Velkhana and died immediately. I was like, okay, I'm not grinding to beat that. So, yeah. And we need to finish Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak so we can go back to playing World. Because I want to play World's post game. Because I've never been able to. I wanna. Um, and I don't know how long we're gonna play D2. I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm having a good time with it. We need to finish uh, the DLCs and things. My brother wants to play through all the campaigns on Legendary with me. If you missed it, we did a 5-hour stream on Saturday with Kazi. You should go watch that VOD. It's a good time. Um, I had a good time. So, yeah, we'll see if we can get Kazi back occasionally for some uh, Destiny 2. Good luck with the heat wave pie. It's so hot. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to. Oh yeah, my sister made this tomato sausagey creamy soup for dinner. I don't actually know what kind of soup it's what the soup is called. And I was worried that I was gonna get really bloated and gassy because it's tomato. Um, and so if you haven't been around recently, I've come to the realization that it's not the noodles or garlic bread that makes me gassy after I eat spaghetti. It's the spaghetti sauce. Um, Something in spaghetti and tomato sauce makes me bloated and gassy. I don't think it's tomato because I'm perfectly fine eating ketchup. So it's something in spaghetti sauce that my body does not like. Oof. That does not sound fun. Hold on, let me look up a conversion. That's 111 degrees. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it got that hot around here. I know there was a couple weeks ago there was a day that broke records, but oops, sorry, bumped the desk with my chair. Apologies. That's 102 degrees or 111. Sorry. I think it hit 102 a couple weeks ago. Let's see. What's the forecast for the rest of the week? We've been lucky that there's been like, this cloud front that's kind of moved in. Oh boy. It's gonna be 99 over the weekend. So no going outside for me. And it might rain tonight. Or a bit. That'll be nice. 38% humidity. That's a lot. High pollen. High pollen count. No AC. Oh my goodness. One of my friends, before they moved a couple years ago, and their old house did not have central cooling. I think they might have had a furnace or a central heating. They did not have central cooling. They only had a swamp cooler in the ceiling in the hallway, and that was it. So their house was very warm and kind of muggy because there's a swamp cooler, um, and that thing's loud too. Um, but they moved and now they have AC and things, so that's nice. It's bad for the environment. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's very helpful. It's very helpful. Solid houses. I'm sure. I'm sure. My room gets really cold in the summer because it's right next to. It's adjacent to the HVAC system, and so I get the coldest of the cold air and the hottest of the hot air in the summer and the winter. So my room gets really warm in the winter and really cold in the summer. Um, Last year when we were playing Peak last summer with Kumi and Artie and DJ for was it a birthday stream or just a milestone celebration stream, something like that. Um, we were one of the levels of that day's mountain was the cold biome, and I was so cold. My fingers were stiff. My room got so cold that day. It was nuts. I was freezing. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. I'm I'm very curious to see how winter goes this year. Last year, it hardly snowed. Well, actually, I think this winter it snowed and more off. It snowed more last winter than it did in 2 years ago. The snow just didn't stick, or if it did, it was only around for like a day, and then it was gone. So hopefully we get more uh, rain and snow this year. That'd be really nice. That'd be really nice. Winters from now on as well. We'll see. Um, we had a winter in, I think it was 2015, because I remember it only because, mostly because that year it was a school year in junior high. I was in junior high that year, and in my science class, my teacher, uh, the term that term or semester was over the winter. That was the second half of the school year, or the first half. It was the first half of the school year, and I think that's how it works. um. Uh. Anyway, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna record the weather this for like a month or two or whatever, right, for the rest of the term." So we had like groups or whatever, and then we had to go out, and he had this thing set up in the field outside the school near the track, the the running track or whatever, and there was supposed for recording snowfall and however many inches of snow or rain, precipitation and things like that. And we go out there and it would be like 70 degrees, no snow for like the whole winter. It didn't snow once, and if it did, it was maybe on Christmas. um, there was a couple winters where it only snowed on Christmas or like the day before Christmas. Um, and like, wow, it's a Christmas miracle. Hi, Mercury. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. We're having a good week. Reminds me, I need to do prep for my Pokemon Tabletop United campaign. I need to ask my friends if they're still available on Saturday. Thank you for the follow, Extreme. How you doing, sir? Thank you, dear. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your stay. How you doing, Mercury? Or just yapping? Or just yapping? Yeah, but we've haven't seen as much snow for a while. Like when I was a little kid, like a toddler, there was enough snow to make so many snowmen. But we don't get that every single year anymore. But yeah, the summer, winter in like 2015 or whatever, no snow, no snow, except maybe Christmas. No snow at all. They're searching for artists on VGen. That's nice. Okay, Pi. I hope you get some good sleep, sir. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Thank you for the lurk. What kind of art are you gonna commission, Mercury? If you don't mind me asking. Pond gets lots of art commissioned or seems like she does. And it was like a month ago or earlier this month. She was like, "Hey, if I get spicy art, can I put you in it?" I was like, "Sure." So I sent her all of the reference images and art I have of me. Um, and then out of nowhere, a couple of weeks ago, she got this commission piece and she put me in the corner of the art. And it's so cute. I don't think I can show it to you guys because it's Pond's commission or whatever, but it's very pretty, very cute. This could be for your 500 follower goal. I see. A logo or something. Gotcha. Well, that's exciting. Are you close then, Mercury? If you're looking for it, that's exciting. Mercury. Oh, shoot, right. There we go. Please go follow Mercury. If not already, Mercury is a fellow boy of the femme variety. Mercury does hand cam stuff. He's putting together a Pokemon binder and does art streams and things. He's awesome. He's super sweet, super cute streamer. Mercury is the reason why I started posting thighs every Friday. If you want to see really nice thighs and legs, go look at his Twitter Blue Sky. His legs are nicer than mine, in my humble opinion. Mercury has some of the nicest legs I've ever seen. But please give Mercury a follow. Help him get that 500 follower goal. He deserves it. But that's exciting, Mercury. Also, Mercury does art streams. I don't know if did I mention he does art streams, and his art super cute, very pretty art. Go look at it. Water. Water's yummy. So, Sucrose isn't able to stream this weekend, so I have no idea who will be rating on Sunday. I have no idea. So, the algorithm or whatever is feeding me a lot of videos of people talking about the new Avengers movie coming out this year. I guess they did like a full trailer earlier this week, and I don't know. I've not really invested in the MCU. I think the last Marvel movie I watched was the Spider-Man movie with Toby and Andrew in it. I remember liking that a lot. But I think I've only seen it the one time. And that movie, I'm pretty sure it gets worse on uh, the more times you watch it. Because, like, when Toby walks through the ring portal, there's like this pause in like the movie where like, oh, here's where you're supposed to clap. So I don't know. I don't know if it still holds up, but I think that's the last thing I watched. I think so. I don't know. And apparently this new sorry. Apparently this new Marvel movie is releasing the same day as Dune 3. I still haven't seen Dune 2. I watched Dune 1 with my brother and my uncles when they came to visit like 4 years ago. I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. I don't. Whenever the movie came out, and after it was in theaters, so I haven't even seen the second Dune movie, and I guess there's a third one already coming out. So I don't know. There's that meme of the scene where he has to put his hand in the pain box, and it's like Elmo. Someone puts Elmo in there. I, I, I don't remember if it's good, but I remember thinking it was kind of funny. But I think of that when I think of Dune is Elmo putting his hand in the pain box. Um, yeah, I don't really know much about Dune anyway, and I've only seen the first movie once. I've seen it once. I don't know. I guess for now, most of the media and games that I was excited for are already here. Like Stories 3 is already out, and that was the game I'm most excited for this year. Excuse me. Burp. Another little burp. Sorry. um, but that's the game I was most excited for this year, and it came out in March. We're still playing it, so it's not over. Maybe let me look at my Steam wish list real quick. Let's see. Oh, there was a game on my wish list. Um, for like the longest time. I don't remember where I first heard of it. It's called Desktop Explorer. And let me sort this by date added. Hold on. Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection is $15. The only thing that I'd really be excited to play with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection is Dungeon Dice Monsters. Or let's do release date. Release date. So all of these have coming soon. Q3. There's a bunch of stuff I put on my wish list at the beginning of like 2025 that still don't have wish list or release dates. Yeah, Desktop Explorer came out a couple days ago, and it's like a scary Hypnospace Outlaw. It's like Hypnospace Outlaw, where the game is you using this fictional operating system, right? Um, but Desktop Explorer is more outwardly horror. Um, and there's a bunch of games that I'm waiting for that I think look cool. There's a couple dinosaur horror survival shooters that I put on my wish list around the same time. There's one called Compound Fracture, and um, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom for the ones that don't have a release date. Hold on, I'm scrolling. There we go. Um, Nexomon 3 still doesn't have a release date. Put that on my wish list beginning of 2025. Yeah, so Compound Fracture still doesn't have a release date. Um, Athanasia just says coming soon, but apparently there's a demo. Athanasia has a demo out. Athanasia is another survival shooter with dinosaurs and extinct things in it. Oh yeah, did you guys know they're making a sequel to Cassette Beasts called Cassette Beasts 2002? So the first Cassette Beast had a kind of like 90s kind of feel or aesthetic, and 2002 is Y2K stuff, and I'm very excited. I am very excited for Cassette Beast 2002 because it's more Cassette Beasts, and Cassette Beasts is one of the best creature collector games ever. Um, I'd have to really think if I prefer Cassette Beasts or Beastie Ball more, but I think they're both very good and both very much worth your time. Um, Cassette Beast's gimmick is that every fight is there's you and your companion, and you morph into the creatures. So you don't actually really catch them; you copy them onto cassette tapes, um, or copy a version of them onto a cassette tape, and then you put it in your Walkman or whatever, and then you put on headphones, and then you turn into the monster, and then you fill a meter, and then you and your partner's beasts fuse into one big beast, and you get all of your you get a combined pool of their attacks, and then you can do an ult and things. I think there's an ult. I don't actually remember. um, but yeah, Cassette Beast is very good. It also got DLC. Um, it released in October, and then I think it got a $6 DLC the following April, I want to say. So Cassette Beast is very, very good. Um, and Beastie Ball is um, they're only really similar in that they have creatures and then you catch them or in some form of that, and they're RPGs. Uh, Beastie Ball has probably the most unique combat system. to any creature collector I've played so far. I haven't played all of them, of course. Um, it's turn based, but um, you don't train your team of beasties to fight to the death. You train them to play volleyball real good. Um, so you have a team of six. I want to say I think it's a team of six still in beastie ball, but you only have two active in the volleyball square. So you have the back row and then the front row, uh, two squares each, and then you win by scoring 3 points, either by serving the ball to an empty square, or um, knocking out one of the opposing team's beasties by depleting their stamina, and then they drop the serve, and then you score. And there's some really cool synergies. Beastie Ball also has some of the best creature designs. Best, like, they're, a lot of them are just, they're so good. They're so good. Um, my favorite one that was like, this is so cool, is there's a mouse thing that lives in discarded cans, like a hermit crab shell. Um, and so there's variants of it in little tuna cans or big tall cans like soup cans. Um, and its ears are shaped like pull tabs on like a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli or whatever, right? A can of cream of chicken. They look like that. They're shaped like pull tabs, and the end of their tail is hooked like a. It's shaped like a manual, like an old tiny can opener, right? It's so good. They're so cute. they're it's so good. It's genius. Um, and so all of them are like, some of them. There was one. So there's a I like this pirate turtle thing. In its middle form, I was like, okay, I don't know if I like this. It goes from this kind of little turtle guy with a bandana or whatever to like this lanky pirate guy with a. I don't remember if he has an eye patch, but he has a seaweed mustache like in the SpongeBob movie. And I was like, I don't know if I like this guy. He grew on me though, and then he evolves into Tortanker, which is a tortoise pirate captain, and the end of his tail is shaped like an anchor. And he's very good at being a tank and things. And the starters um, are um, they're also really good. I don't know if there's one that's better than all the other ones. I like the one I picked. I picked the little blue vole mole thing. It has big claws on its hands. Um, and then it evolves into a kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. It's cool. And then one of them is a little bird wearing shorts. Like, he's just wearing basketball shorts. And then he evolves into a cassowary wearing basketball shorts. And it works so well. And then there's this little frog newt thing that evolves into this big opera singer lady. Uh, and is very cool. Um, yeah, so you train your team of beasties, and you don't catch them. There's no like catch item. You have to uh, fight them. You have to play them in a game of beastie ball, and before you defeat them, you have to meet certain requirements for them to like you, like score in an empty square 3 times, or um, do some other action, or use a specific move a certain amount of times. So each you have to work for each one you want. um, and some of them are a little tedious. But they do evolve, and I think. Um, Hi CJ, how you doing, sir? I'm just yapping about creature collector games. I don't remember how I got on this topic, but I did. Uh, um, so if you've been here for a while, you've heard me rant about how Temtem sucks, right? Um, Temtem sucks real bad. It is not great. It's like a decent like it's not a bad video game, but don't play it. I'd only recommend playing Temtem if you are going to play through the whole game co-op. You can. That's what probably the best thing about Temtem is you can play through the whole campaign co-op. You split the team of 6 into separate teams of 3, and in Temtem came out in like 2019, 2020. Um, it was pretty early, um, and it was like revolutionary that it had a stamina system instead of a PP system, a PowerPoint system like Pokemon, where certain moves have certain number of uses. In Temtem, there's a stamina bar, and you can eat into your health bar when the stamina bar is empty, and then you have to take a turn to rest and refill your stamina bar. And Temtem has moves that, and every battle is a double battle, like set beasts. And Temtem have moves that synergize or get different effects if the partner Temtem on your team that they're out on the battle with is a certain type. Like a grass move might do something else if the partner Temtem is a fire type, or or wind one or whatever. So that's cool. That's I think that would be a really interesting and engaging experience to try and team build with someone else. Well, trying to um, optimize these your team and your synergies with the moves and the partner typings. That sounds like a good time, I suppose. Um, but playing it solo, it's a slog, man. Temtem is a slog to get through. Um, I have like 80 hours of playtime in Temtem, and I started playing Temtem. Uh, I started streaming it. I've only ever played it on stream, and we picked it up in like 2023, maybe 2022. Actually, I can look at my last time playing Temtem was. Um, but it took me about 80 hours to get through the game. So, uh, Temtem has a multitude of issues, many problems that just bog it down completely. Um, so, what I will say is if you want to, or you're curious about other creature collector RPGs besides Pokemon, like you want to give others a try, Temtem sat on my Steam wish list for years and hardly went on sale. And when it did, it was like only $6 off. Like it's hardly ever a steep discount. And I think it's $40. So for $40, if you want to play creature collector RPGs, if you want to try them out, um, instead of buying Temtem, go buy Koromon and Cassette Beasts or Beastie Ball. But buy Koromon. Koromon is a very good creature collector game. It's also fairly short. I think I finished it in about 30 something hours. Um, uh, and it has a ton of customization in terms of your playthrough and the settings of that. You can make it so you can catch other people's Koromon, so you can only catch other people's Koromon, or you can't catch wild Koromon or anything, or can't catch anything at all. It has a built-in randomizer and Nuzlocke mode. and it has a character creator and things like that. Um, a decent one. Um, and it's very good. Coromon is very reminiscent of something like a Gen 5 Pokemon game. It's 2D sprites are some of the prettiest 2D sprites I've ever seen. Like they're gorgeous sprites. If you do anything, just go look at Coromon sprites. Um, but Coromon's really good. The story is okay. It's not great, but the game's good. And all the boss fights are more of like a puzzle in some cases, rather than just kind of like wailing on a boss. Um, and It was a great time. I recommend Coromon a lot, especially if you're just coming off of Pokemon. You're like, I want to try something else. Coromon is the most like Pokemon of the ones I've played on stream or, whatever. So go buy Coromon and Cassette Beasts. Um, Cassette Beasts is a really good time. I think Cassette Beasts probably has the most engaging uh, story of the ones I've played. Beastie Ball, I did get in. I was invested um, in Beastie Ball's story as well. The plot of Beastie Ball. Um, Temtem's plot is like it's nonsense. It is it is such a slog. So last time I played Temtem was July 2nd of 2024. So I think we started it in 2023 or maybe pretty soon after I started streaming altogether. And I put the game down for probably like 6 months. Um, and then we came back to it. I was like, okay, I need to finish a game because around this time I think I was just starting games, not finishing them. Um, so uh, we went back to Temtem, and it took me 80 total hours to finish the game. Temtem started when it launched. It was treated as a MMO thing. So there's in the overworld, there's always other players running around, and in Temtem you can have Temtem follow you, like in Pokemon Yellow or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is very cool. The issue I have with it is you can't turn that off for other players in your overworld or something. Like there's no setting like I don't want to see them. So like you'd walk right out of your house, like at the beginning of the game after the first cutscene or into the first cutscene, and there'd just be a guy from like post game standing right there with like a late game Temtem, and you're like, well, I wanted to see that for myself. I wanted to just part of the joy I get out of creature collectors. One of the biggest things I like about them is discovering all the little guys, and Temtem ruins a lot of that through people constantly being in your overworld with Temtem that you've never seen before, or evolutions for ones you're using and you're excited to see what they evolve into, and it takes the wind out, it knocked the wind out of my sails on more than one occasion. Um, so Temtem's economy, it has a premium currency or hand one. The game essentially is on um, maintenance mode, essentially. So they turned off the option to buy premium currency, and there was a battle pass and all this other nonsense. But the game had like the basic currency, like Poké Dollars, that you earn through fighting NPCs and doing quests and things. The problem is it gives you barely any of it. Um, so, um, like, and it has there's clothing shops that you can buy so you can buy clothes for your character without using the premium currency. There's just not a ton of choices for those. You just kind of get what's in the shop. So you can't actually like buy the battle pass or participate in any of the really the focus of the game or after the game. The multiplayer stuff you can't really do. Um, like the game had like raids where you would do a dungeon and then fight it like a legendary Temtem and then catch it. It had stuff like that, and you could do that by yourself in the campaign, or I guess co-op if you're playing the game co-op. But like, you can't really do online battles or anything till after you finish the campaign, which took me 80 hours. It took me 80 hours. Um, like you gotta really like Temtem to do the multiplayer stuff. Anyway, so all of that is locked to you until you finish the campaign. You can't even you can still level up the battle pass. You just can't do like the weekly and daily quests to get bonus XP for the battle pass levels. You just kind of play the game and then you level up whatever you got what you got through the battle pass, and it wasn't much. um anyway, um and so uh the currency that the game gives you, the polka dollars, the Temtem bucks, um I don't remember what they were called. You use them to buy healing items and stat boosting items and clothes. And in my playthrough, I accidentally bought a sundress, which set me back quite a lot of money. So, for quite a bulk of my playthrough, or what felt like a bulk of it, I couldn't really buy anything but like healing items and the Temtem cards. So you throw cards at the Temtem to catch them. So um, for pretty much my whole playthrough, it would take me hours to clear a route of after doing NPC battles or whatever, right? It would take me hours to just finish one, or quite a while, because after every fight, I would just run back to the nearest healing station and heal there because it was a complete waste. What felt to me was a complete waste of the the money that I got from battling them to just immediately use it to buy bombs to heal my Temtem or whatever in the route. So I just run back after every fight, trying to conserve money for clothes for my character that I would want or something like that, or for when I need them. So I would just save healing items for boss fights so I can get through boss fights. And that took me 80 hours. So that definitely ballooned my playtime. Uh, but I feel like the game systems incentivize that because the game is really stingy. It's so stingy with the currency it gives you after every NPC fight. It really is. And the items are expensive too. Like if you want the bombs, um, like the equivalent of like a super potion or a hyper potion, it's a lot of money for one of those, as well. And revives, oh my goodness. So that part of the game I did not like at all. And the Temtem themselves, the creature designs, some of them are very cute. There's the Putty Pet, the little blue platypus guy. Him and his evolution line are very cute. They're very good. Um, the starter I picked, I ended up not liking the final form of, so I didn't actually use it for the rest after he evolved the third time. Um, and a lot of the typings in Temtem are like locked to specific islands. So the game takes place on Sky Island in the sky or whatever. And the first island, your homeland, is mostly water. So the beginning of the game, you're mostly getting like flying types and fish, um, and like normal types, for the most part. So like early to like mid game, the electric types are oppressive. They are very hard to deal with, because most of your team is going to be water or wind types, um, and the typings they're weak to, you don't really get access to for a while unless you picked a specific starter, the little crystal turtle guy, who I think is probably my favorite. If I were to replay the game, I'd pick him. Um, so there's a fighting type monkey, crystal type turtle, and a psychic thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Welcome back from the outbreak, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you, thank you. You're not missing anything but me ranting about Temtem again. I have to do this like at least every couple months, right? It's been a while since I've ranted about Temtem. Um, uh, but as a whole, I think the Temtem designs, like the creature designs, are pretty hit or miss. There's some that are like, yeah, this is pretty cute, like Putty Pet. Um, there's a grass type bunny thing, I think, or a deer that evolves into something that's pretty cool. There's a goldfish koi Temtem that you can change the colors of through breeding and catching them in specific locations, and that's pretty cool. Um, and some of them are pretty, and then others you're like, oh, this is great, or pretty bland. The flying type is just like a red bird with a leaf mask. There's not much going on with it. Um, pretty, yeah, and Temtem, some of them just evolve when they hit a level. Other ones you have to level up a certain number of times after catching them instead of hitting a specific level, and some of them have specific requirements or specific moves they need. And the game, and there's an NPC that gifts you the grass deer thing that I was talking about, and I was using it because it's cute, and it was taking forever to evolve. So I looked up when it evolves. It's like, oh, you have to level this up like 20 times, 25 times, or whatever. I don't remember the exact number, but you have to level it up a certain number of times before it evolves, and it evolved like basically when we were done. There wasn't much game left. Same with our starter. The starter took forever to hit stage 3 of its evolution, and then it got the third stage starters. Final stage of the starters get a subtype. Mine was psychic water, which I think is doubly weak, 4 times weak to lightning. um, and it was not. It's not good. It was not. I was not having a good time with him. So I took him off the team for something else. Um, and Temtem, uh, like they 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 also have IVs or EVs or whatever. Like Pokemon, they have built-in stats, inherent stats, randomly generated or whatever, right? Which makes breeding them, essential for post-game or PvP, like playing Temtem competitively, and their numbers can range from like 1 to 50, or like 30 to 50. I don't remember exactly, but it maxes out at 50 in a specific stat. So like if you find one of those, they're just going to be inherently better. But another problem with Temtem is that I didn't actually finish this part. So they kind of gate access to specific types through like plot progression. Um, so whereas like in a Pokemon game, you have access to one of the 3 starter types, right? And then you can get a flying and a normal type, and it depends on the game, right? It ranges. But like almost immediately, like in red and blue and yellow, or at least yellow. Yeah, I've only played yellow. You get the starter, then you can catch a Rattata and a Pidgey that gets you a flying type and a normal type, and then you go up, and then you go to the left for Route 8 or whatever it's called. And there you can get a Nidoran, Spearow, and Mankey. So you can get a poison type and a fighting type. And then you go to or I guess in yellow you're stuck with Pikachu. But then you go to Viridian's forest and you can catch bug types, um, which are pretty much all poison types. But in there you can catch a Pidgeotto. So like immediately uh, you have an electric type in Pikachu. You have Mankey, a fighting type, multiple choices for flying and bug, and then you have poison in Nidoran male and female. Um, so that's like like 5 or 6 types, like almost immediately. And then you get to Rock Tunnel or whatever, or Mount Moon, and you can get Geodudes and Zubats and Clefairy. In Temtem, like you can't get a fire type until you get to the fire type island, which is a decent number of hours into the game. Same thing with grass types and crystal type, which is one of the typings of the starter. You don't have access to crystal types really at all until like mid game, because there's an island full of them, unless you pick the starter that's crystal type. So it's just like I don't know. It's a dumb decision, and it's not fun. It makes team building through playing the campaign, to the process of playing the campaign and doing team building, just uh, not fun at all. So by the time you hit these islands with these new types or whatever, the team you have, you're kind of already invested in, and the ones you're catching are so low level, so below level of your current team that like switching to one feels like a waste of time. Like you just be grinding this Temtem that you just caught to the level of your team, and it just never felt worth to switch team members out unless there was somebody with I caught one that was a typing I needed for coverage, or they were a decent level compared to my team. It was nuts. It was not good. The game's not good, man. So don't play Temtem. Instead of paying $40 or whatever Temtem is, go buy Koromon and Cassette Beasts. You will have a much, much better time. I played Temtem, and then I bought and played Koromon, and Koromon immediately made me feel spoiled. Like, it was nuts. Koromon has such good replay value with it has a built-in randomizer and nuzlocking mode, and a bunch of other customizable settings for your playthrough. And Cassette Beast is just a flat out good time, and it's gorgeous. And also play Beastie Ball. Beastie Ball, I think, is still in early access, but I think at this point all of the Beasties have animations and idle animations, and they're colored. But yeah, so instead of playing Temtem, go play Koromon and Cassette Beasts. Thank me later. Temtem is not fun. It's really not. It was a slog. Like, I just wanted the game to end. I just wanted Temtem to end. I was not invested in the story at all. It was just I just wanted it over. Hi Gunther. Hi Mori. Hi Nibiru. Sorry, I was passionately yapping about why I hate Temtem and why Temtem sucks. Which you can watch my playthrough, by the way, with on the YouTube channel, in the Temtem playlist. You'll probably have to dig pretty deep to find said playlist, as it hasn't had anything added to it, so it's deep in there, I imagine. But yeah, there's some good things about Temtem, but just everything else Temtem does has now been done better. Temtem was like the first one in the door, or out the door, whatever uh, metaphor you want to use, turn of phrase you want to use. Temtem was pretty early in this renaissance of creature collector RPGs that we have now, um, with Cassette Beasts and Koromon and Beastie Ball and a bunch of others that I can't remember the name of right now, but I've played and are playing. The stories games, right? Thank you for it. The way games got there. Thank you. Um, it was the first. It was the prototype, I suppose. It had the stamina system which Koromon has, and I think it's done better in Koromon by far. I think Beastie Ball also does. I think Beastie Ball also has a stamina system. So the stamina system has just kind of become standard. So Cassette Beast also has a form of stamina. You need a certain number of pips, like in Wizard 101. You have to have a certain number of pips to use your bigger moves in Cassette Beasts, and you get a certain number every turn. But yeah, go play those instead of Temtem. I'd really only recommend playing Temtem if you are going to play through the whole thing, the whole campaign, with another person. If you're going to play it co-op. Koromon and Cassette Beasts and Beastie Ball don't have co-op. I believe Beastie Ball has PvP, but I don't think it has co-op. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Maury. Sorry. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, Nibiru. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Bartholomew. How you doing? I'm just yapping about video games. I'm yapping about why Temtem is a really bad creature collector RPG, and just really not a good RPG in general. Yeah, not much, Maury. I was able to sleep in today, so I did that. And I washed some pillows. Today's a free for all in terms of dinner, so I made some dumplings or whatever they're called in the pan on the stove. Excuse me, for me and my sister, and then I made some frozen chicken fried rice. Hiccup. Sorry. Currently doing some work, but I hope you're able to get some good rest, Bartholomew. It was yummy. And then I caught up on the weekly anime that got new episodes today that I'm watching anyway, which was like one of them, maybe two. And then watched Twitch all day. I did fold my laundry, so I woke up late enough where my brother was in the shower, so I folded my laundry that I did yesterday, and then I showered. So I had a late start to my day, but I slept really heavy. I slept pretty heavy last night, which was nice. It's nice. I think I had a dream, some dream. I don't know. It wasn't a memorable one. But yeah, don't play Temtem. Don't play it. Spend your money elsewhere. Actually, how much is Temtem? How much is Temtem? It's $45? I only remember it being 40. Why did the price go up? Why did the price go up? Yeah, definitely don't pay $45 for Temtem unless you're going to play it with a friend. Like the whole game with a friend. Instead, buy Koromon and Cassette Beasts. Koromon should be no more than 20. So should Cassette Beast. Cassette Beast does have a $6 DLC. It might be more at this point. Um, or you could get Beastie Ball. Beastie Ball is in early access. But it's 25, so about half of Temtem. Um, and it's a much better experience. It's such a better game. It's just such it's so good. I love Beastie Ball. It's a lovely experience. Koromon is $5 right now for 14 more hours. So you could go buy Koromon right now for $5. And I have 43.3 hours total playtime in Koromon. Felt guilty just buying a $1 Pookie pendant in Worlds. In World or Wilds? There's 2 games with the W now. Yeah, they're working on a new Koromon game. But yeah, Koromon is $5 right now. So if you have the budget in your game budget for it, play it. You just beat Iceborne? Nice. My first time beating World was on stream. Go watch those VODs if you want. We're gonna go back to play World's post game when we're done with Rise. That's my plan anyway. But yeah, so for the price of Temtem, you could buy 9 Koromon. You could buy Koromon and gift it to 9 people right now for the same price as Temtem. If you wanted to, you don't have to do that. But Koromon's a really good time, and it's definitely worth $5 for sure. Cassette Beasts. How much is Cassette Beast right now? They announced a Cassette Beast sequel last month. Cassette Beast is $6.99, so you could get Koromon and Cassette Beasts for $12 or $13 right now for both of them. And the expansion DLC, the Cassette Beasts Peer of the Unknown, is $2.79. Yeah, that is not required viewing or playing. For sure, the base game is plenty of content. But for $12 or $13, you could get Cassette Beast and Koromon. That's a good duo right there. That's pretty good. Yeah. Maybe it was always 45. I don't know. I remember because Temtem being $40 though, but Temtem rarely went on sale, and if it did, it was like $3 off. It was I mean, a lot of people are playing Power World right now, as well. But yeah, personally, the creature designs in Temtem are they pale in comparison to especially Beastie Ball. Beastie Ball has some of the best creature designs I've ever seen. It's so good. They're all very good. The worst Beastie in Beastie Ball is like head and shoulders above the best Temtem. It's nuts. How they put like whoever did the creature designs for Beastie Ball, they deserve like 50 raises. Oh my goodness. I can get you a good boy after I get Maury some fast scratches. Sorry. Bear with me, Gunther. Monster Hunter World has sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Wow. And Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin celebrates its 5th anniversary. Oh, and the Stories games are on sale right now. So you get Stories 1 and Stories 1 is $10 right now and Stories 2 is $15. Stories 3 is $56 right now. The base game is $70, unfortunately. But yeah, Stories 1 and 2 are also a really good time, and that's less than Temtem. Holy moly. You watched the game VODs afterwards, Maury? That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that. I hope they're not boring. The game prices are crazy. Are crazy. How much is Cyber Sleuth? If you get Digimon Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition for $4.99 right now. That's what I bought it for. The most interesting stories. I don't know about that, but thank you, boy. I appreciate you. Okay, never mind. You can get Koromon and Cassette Beasts for like $12 or $13, right? Together, because they're on sale. Right now, you can get Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition on Steam for $5.99. It took me like a year and a half to finish that game on stream. I have 163 hours of playtime in those games. You get Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, and then you get Digimon Stories Hacker's Memory for $5.99. That's over almost 200 hours of playtime that I got out of them. Not a ton of grinding. I did do some. I did grind off stream a couple times. But you can get both of those. And or the complete collection. You get all of the PSP exclusive Digimon and the Digi Evolutions for that, all of it, for $5.99, which is crazy value. That's so good. So if you want a decent creature collector, you could get that instead and play that for like 2 years. Maybe not that long, but it would give you plenty of playtime for $5.99. That's like a Big Mac. Would you rather have a Big Mac for an evening or 2 years? That sounds kind of not great, though. Thank you for the follow, Hagagorda. I don't know if I said that right. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follow, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I have not played Cult of the Lamb. I've watched many people play Cult of the Lamb, but I have not played it myself, Maury. Do you like Cult of the Lamb, Maury? I think Raven is doing a playthrough. No, I know Raven is doing a playthrough. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for the first time chat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the water. Thank you. I'm Ketchup. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and we do handcam ASMR on Sundays. And the rest of the week we play games. We're yapping about video games. Our current game rotation for the foreseeable future, at least for another month or two. On Mondays, we play Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, which is a fighting game. I'm learning how to play that. On Tuesdays, we play Monster Hunter Stories 3. On Thursdays, we play Monster Hunter Rise. We started Sunbreak semi recently. And on Saturdays, we play Destiny 2 with my brother. My brother really wants to play through all of the campaigns on Legendary with me. Do I enjoy roguelikes? I have a couple. I have a couple. I don't know if they count. Let me see. I have Balatro, and my friend gifted me Cobalt Core. Like last year or 2 years ago. um, Death Road to Canada is one. Despot's game. Despot's game is like a dungeon crawler thing where you amass an army of humans and you equip them with weapons to try and clear rooms and dungeons. But you also have to maintain resources like food and things to feed them. And you can sacrifice some of them to make food. Do I have any others? I think that's about it. Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're just yapping about video games. I was yapping about why Temtem sucks and is a terrible RPG and terrible creature collector RPG, especially. And why you should play Koromon and Cassette Beasts and Beastie Ball instead. In the Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, which is $5.99 on Steam right now, for two pretty good RPGs. Pretty good. They the mechanics in that game are a little obtuse though. You gotta do some reading on Reddit. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to snowball and get pretty OP for sure. But for $4.99 or $5.99, whatever it is, that's a lot of game for less about the price of a Big Mac. That's pretty high. Um, my favorite game, my favorite creature collector. Um, that's tough. The Monster Hunter Stories games are really good. I'm really enjoying Monster Hunter Stories 3 right now. Um, we're not done with that game yet. Um, but like in terms of like game smaller dev teams, I think Beastie Ball is my favorite. Um, right now, Beastie Ball is my favorite. Beastie Ball it just has a pretty unique premise and combat system, which is very refreshing. Um, Cassette Beast is also very good, um, but Beastie Ball is just really unique and it's a very cool idea. Um, Beastie Ball is a creature collector game like Pokemon. It's an RPG. But instead of training your team of monsters and creatures to fight each other till they pass out, you train them to play volleyball. Be really good at volleyball. Um, so the combat is just a game of volleyball where the attacks are you serving the ball and then you have support skills. Um, yeah, it's really good. And Beastie Ball I think has some of the best creature designs in the business. Um, maybe I think personally I think it edges out Cassette Beast just a little in terms of creature design. Cassette Beast, like every single new creature that I saw on the screen, I was like, "Whoa, that one's cute," or "That one's really cool." Um, the one that stands out the most to me, talked about it earlier tonight. But there's this little pink mouse creature that lives in discarded cans, like a hermit crab. it uses them as a shell and hides in them. So there's variants of them with like a can of tuna or like a soup can, and their ears are shaped like pull tabs on cans, and the end of their tail is hooked like a can opener. Um, like one of those can openers that's just a blade that you cut the can open with. It's so good. It's genius. It's like it's so good. Um, I love them. I love them. And Beastie Ball, when you catch one in the Pokedex equivalent in the game, the encyclopedia or whatever, they include a couple pieces of concept art for the creatures. Um, and they're all so good. Like it's they're whoever designed them needs like a bajillion dollars because they're so good. Um, anyway, my favorite game of all time is Impossible Creatures by Relic Entertainment. It released in 2002. And actually, I think about it. It was 2003. It was 2003. Impossible Creatures by Relic Entertainment is released in 2003. It's an RTS game. It's made by the same guys that did the Homeworld games, which I've never played, but had that's apparently a pretty impressive pedigree there. And Impossible Creatures at the time was quite a departure from the Homeworld games, which are a sci-fi like spaceship management stuff. Impossible Creatures is a steampunky alt history thing where you create and manage an army of monsters or creatures that you create by combining two animals together and swap their body parts to give them synergistic abilities and things. Like you can get the on the cover art of the disc, the case is a uh, scorpion with the head of a tiger, which you can't actually make in the game because the scorpion in the game is like a beige brown color instead of a bright lobster red. So, um, but yeah, it's I've played that game almost my whole life. It released before my third birthday, so I've been playing it since I was 2 years old, or it's been involved in my life since I was 2 years old. My dad got the demo disc with the game on it from a magazine or something, and I remember watching him play it and be like, "This game's really cool." And then he bought the game or ordered the game, and the rest is history. I didn't actually beat the game's campaign mode until I streamed it because I would just make creatures and make armies and then wait for my dad to get home from work and after school and beg him to play against the computer players in a match with the army I made. That was most of what I did with the game. I would attempt to play against CPUs and play the campaign occasionally, but there's a level in the campaign where you're on a time limit before you lose control of your creatures, and then they go feral, and then you lose the level. And I think it's like 15 minutes, and I just could not figure it out. So I remember playing the game and losing that level or something and closing it and being defeated, like thinking, okay, I'm not smart enough. I have to. I'll maybe I'll be able to beat the game when I'm smarter or older, and I did. Yeah, Impossible Creatures. It's on Steam. It might actually be on sale. I don't know. It's the rights are now owned by THQ. It was originally published by Microsoft, um, Microsoft Gaming. This is before Xbox or like the year of Xbox. I don't actually know when the yeah released on January 7th, 2003. Did the Xbox come out in 2001? It didn't release on the Xbox. It's $10. It's not on sale right now, but it's $10. And there's a very I don't know if it's vibrant, but there's a very expansive or extensive workshop community on Steam. Um, the game did come with modding tools, I think, on the disc, um, but they released the map building tools and stuff when THQ published it on Steam in 2015. And there's a very extensive rebalancing and reworking mod pack called the Tellurian mod pack that rebalances the creatures and the by extension the campaign, and adds a bunch of animals to the creature combiner or the army builder, like a blue-tongued skink, and that's the one I remember for some reason. Um, but it adds a bunch of new animals, rebalances all of the older ones. Is very popular. And there's one called Dinodon that adds dinosaurs and other prehistoric and extinct fauna. The base game already has a woolly mammoth in it. You don't get access to the woolly mammoth in the campaign, though. But it adds T-Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and Plesiosaur and Mosasaurus, which aren't dinosaurs, but things like that. A thylacine, a dodo. There's an ankylosaur on there. I think a brontosaurus or maybe diplodocus. Maybe both. So, dinosaurs in Impossible Creatures has like almost been a lifelong dream of mine to have dinosaurs in Impossible Creatures. Has been like a dream of like little catch up. Be like, this would I want dinosaurs in here. When me and my brother were pretty young, this is probably like 2005, maybe 2005, 2004. I remember me and my brother were playing outside, and we were like, let's write a letter to the people that made Impossible Creatures with suggestions of animals for the second game. There will probably never be a sequel. I would be very surprised if there is a sequel. I don't know if Relic is still around. I think they are, but the rights are owned by THQ Nordic, and I have no idea what the original devs of the game are. But it would be very cool if we got a sequel or something. But we were like, let's write a letter. So we got a piece of printer paper or something, and we were pacing back and forth on the front porch, trying to come up with animals. And we're like, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, potato bug. Potato bug is just what we call roly polies around here, or pill bugs. We call them potato bugs, and I don't know why, but we do. Those are the ones I remember. We never sent the letter. I don't even. I don't know what happened to that piece of paper, but that's my favorite game of all time. It's probably the most important game in my life of all time. Is Impossible Creatures. After that is maybe Combat Evolved. I do enjoy, as far as importance goes, Combat Evolved is my favorite Halo game. But I never played it on an original Xbox until like 2 years ago when we did me and some pals did a LAN party. I've only ever played it on PC with the Gearbox port, and on MCC on my Xbox, which uses the Gearbox port instead of the original Xbox version for some reason. So, yeah. But that's my favorite game of all time. Anyway, thank you for the fast scratches, Redeem Mori. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, are you still here, Gunther? I can get you your good boy Redeem now. Excuse me, burp. Sorry, goodness. It's burp. Sorry, but I do like roguelikes. They're not something I play super often. I guess I tend to like the ones like deck builders or things of the sort, like Balatro and Despot's game, or something like Death Road to Canada. I'm no good at platformers, so if it's a platformer roguelike, I'm probably not going to enjoy it very much. All right. Sorry. You're a very, very good boy. Good boy, Gunther, good boy. Sorry. Big yawn. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunter. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, Gunter. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunter. Good boy. Very good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, Gunter. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy. Oh, look at you. Such a good boy. Good boy, Gunter. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. There we go. Thank you for the redeem, Gunther. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being patient with me. Sorry, it took me 30 minutes to get to you, but I got there. We got there. Okay, but yeah, if you want to play a creature collector game that's not Pokemon right now, they're all on sale. All the ones that I think you should play, except Beastie Ball. Beastie Ball, I think, is worth the full price, personally. Um, but compared that to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Collection being on sale for like $6 right now, you should get that instead. The leveling and like Digi-evolution systems in that game is can be are pretty obtuse. They're hard to kind of wrap your head around at first. I had to do some reading on Reddit to figure out how to increase ABI. I still don't know what ABI stands for. So the two stats that you really want to pay attention to when you're playing Cyber Sleuth is ABI and CAM. CAM is like their friendship score. So CAM increases as you keep them on your team or as you fight with them, use them in battle. You can also put them on an island with and XP train them there and feed them food that increases their CAM. And there's like one or two food items that increase ABI, and the game gives you like one of them per playthrough. I only ever found one. ABI, I don't know what ABI stands for. I have no clue. But ABI only increases when you de-digivolve and digivolve, and increases more when you de-digivolve, specifically on a level that ends with the number 0 or 5. So every 5 levels, you get you hit another threshold that gives you another bulk of ABI points. And there are digi-evolutions that require a certain stat in ABI and CAM. So the few times that that I felt like I needed to do grinding off stream, um, was when I wanted no Monzemon, the Digifusion evolution with Angelomon and Lady Devamon into Mastamon. And to do that, I needed both of their cams maxed out, I think, and then one of them needed, or maybe both needed 80 ABI. So I just grinded ABI, and then so you level them up. I kept them. I think I tried to get them to like at least level 25 before ditch evolving, because then you have to hit another level threshold, a minimum level to evolve back into Lady Devamon. I think the intended thing here, or an intended part of this loop for the game, is that you digivolve and de-digivolve and go into all these other branched evolutions to get moves and things, and then go back and then go get to the one you wanted. That's probably the intended thing, but I just railroaded myself into Lady Devamon and Angelomon. So when I compared my party from Cyber Sleuth to Hacker's Memory. Hacker's Memory is like a sequel thing to the first Cyber Sleuth game. Um, the mechanics of ABI and CAM work the same way. It's just after my playthrough of Cyber Sleuth, I knew how it worked. So by the time I finished both games, the teams of both looked very different and were very the power level of both were very different. Like the team, my Hackers Memory team would kick the pants off of my Cyber Sleuth team. Because in Cyber Sleuth, I focused on like 4 Digimon to grind their levels and get them ABI. So in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, you can get Sistermon, Blanc, and Seal. The one with the pink bunny hood and the staff, and the one with the blue bear hood and has pistols, the dual pistols, and she shoots people. And you can digivolve them into their awakened forms, which are very good. At least Sistermon Seal is very good. Or is it Blanc? Hold on, let me check. The one with the pink bunny hood's awakened form is very good. She has 2 ultimate attacks. Each Digimon has a move that does a little cutscene. Okay, it's Sistermon Blanc. Seal is the blue one. But yeah, their awakened forms are them just kind of grown up, but their clothes are the same size. So there's some, at least in Cyber Sleuth, they did that. So there's some booba. Anyway, Sister Mont Blanc has a move that where she goes up in the air and then shoots a giant holy laser at an enemy, and it does pretty decent amount of damage. And her other ult is she gives you and her and your whole active team a shield that protects them from an attack until their turn, until that specific Digimon's turn, which is very, very powerful. That's very good. And felt very worth it. Blanc was pretty good at the pretty decent AOE. Most of her skills did AOE or hit everybody. She did like this spin attack with her pistols and hit everybody. She wasn't as good, or didn't feel as like she had like a definite spot on a team. Still worth it though. She's very, very cool. Problem is they needed 80 ABI, I think, and Digi evolutions also require minimum stats, minimum amount in certain stats, and the ABI was easy enough, like that you could work on that through the whole playthrough. But the minimum stats for Sistermon Seal and Blanc to evolve into their awakened forms, I think Seal needed to get to like level 83, and Blanc I needed to get to level 79, something like that, like pretty high level. And then you evolve them and then they're back to level 1. So most of my investment in my party in the first Cyber Sleuth game was just the Sistermons and then Lady Devamon and Angelomon into Mastamon, and that's where I put most of the team. Most of my attention was in those 4 Digimon. And with my Hacker's Memory team, I was like, okay, I want to use Digimon and Digimon lines I didn't even touch in Cyber Sleuth. And I did that. And the team kicked butt, dude. It was so good. And towards the end of the game, or at the end of the game, maybe it was post game, it lets you swap Digimon between Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. So I got to bring a Mastamon and the Sistermons to my Hacker's Memory team, um, which was really cool. I think I only used Sistermon Seal, or Sistermon Blanc, Awakened, and Mastamon on that team. Or I only brought them in post game. I think Cyber Sleuth, I feel like, had more of a post game. Neither really had much. But Cyber Sleuth had these post game rematches or fights, boss fights to clear. There were like puzzle fights. They were so difficult. You had to do specific things to beat them, or use like really strong Digimon or whatever. And Hacker's Memory just kind of ended after it was done. There wasn't much. My shirt's not on backwards. It's not. But thank you, Shave Bear. Thank you. Actually, I'm just wearing a tie right now, so you know. But just heads up, we have the final ad break here in about a minute. Thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. Thank you guys for listening to me passionately yap about why I hate Temtem and why Temtem sucks and is a bad video game and a bad creature collector, and why I love other games so much. Excuse me, burp. Sorry, goodness. But how you doing, Shave Bear? How you doing? But yeah, I recommend. They're discontinuing the trading card feature for Cyber Sleuth on Steam, effective July 30th at 3 p.m. Any Steam trading cards obtained prior to this day will remain available in your inventory. Okay, they're about to get pricey. Yeah, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition is $4.99 on Steam right now. And you should play it if you like RPGs and creature collectors. Oh, there's the break. Okay. We'll probably raid Raven tonight. Nez is live. We haven't raided. I haven't seen Nez in quite some time. Raven, I feel like she might end stream before we're ready to raid. Milty is live though. We could go say hi to Milty. We raided Milty last week though. Oh, we'll look. We'll see. Burp, sorry. Excuse me. But I'm glad you like my stories, Maury. Thank you. And it's very sweet of you for watching the game stream of odds. I didn't even get all the achievements. for Cyber Sleuth. I got 70 out of 103. The rarest one I got was Vampire Hunter for defeating the Vampire King in the Depths of the Abyss server. 2.1% of players have this achievement. The ones I don't have are a pain in the butt. It seems, or just involving they involve the online PvP stuff. One of them is to maximize ABI of a single Digimon. I don't even know what the maximum amount of ABI you can have is. It's maybe 100. Although I think there's some that require. No, it's not 100. What is it? 200? That's kind of crazy. You can do that. And then 25 of them are hidden. So. Alright then. I don't know why they're discontinuing the trading card feature. That's kind of weird. I don't know why. So they're about to get pretty rare. Maybe a little pricey. Let's see, how much are they going for right now? A few cards in my inventory. Let's see. 10 gems, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. The most expensive trading card I have in my Steam inventory right now is a Katamari trading card. Because it's the cow trading card. And it's holographic. Actually, I have a foil peak card for 100 gems. It is worth 14 cents. It's worth 14 cents. Oh, that one's worth 39, 7, 11. Sorry, I'm just looking at them. Oh, I have a foil core keeper card. 200 gems, but it's worth 17 cents. Here's my Katamari card. Hi, Katie. How you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. There's my Katamari card. It's worth $1.32. Definitely my most expensive Steam trading card. For sure. So you can break them down into gems to use them to create booster packs. So you get, is that how you get more Steam trading cards for a game? Is break down the cards. You can break dupes down to get booster packs for a game. I've never done that before. But how are you, Katie? How you doing? You have a driver's test Friday? You got this, Katie. You got this. You can do it. Okay, let's get you your good girl, and then we need to get the rate going here. So I can get out of you guys' hair. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me yap about video games today. I haven't gotten my Temtem rant in a while, so thank you. You don't want me to leave, Katie? You don't want me to go? But it's this is the time we usually end stream anyway. You know? Good girl, Katie. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, look at you. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Good girl. 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 Okay. I guess. Okay. All right. All right. There you go, Katie. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Was that all right for you, Katie? Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're able to get some good rest, Katie. Good luck with your driving test on Friday. You're gonna do it. You got this. Don't like me, what the heck? Why are you licking me? Why would you do such a thing? Alright. Give me a moment to swap my headphones and we'll get the right going here. Raven is still alive. This is around the time Milty usually ends. Yeah, it doesn't look like she's live anymore. Okay. We'll go say hi to Raven. Yeah. Unless we can look at what Nez is doing. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. There we go. Let's see what Nez is up to. Sure. Let's go say hi to Nez. Excuse me, burp. Sorry, goodness. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay. Yummy thighs. I almost typed out yummy. I can't talk and type at the same time. Alright, we'll go say hi to Nez. Nez is doing some co-working ASMR, I think. Pretty cozy stuff. We'll go say hi to Nez. I've not seen Nez in a long time, so we'll go say hi. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate and love you all very much. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. Thank you for listening to me rant about Temtem and why it's bad. And why Cyber Sleuth and BC Ball and Koromon and Cassette Beasts are very, very good. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak with Eri if Eri is feeling up to it. If not, we'll just play some more Stories 3. We got more side quests to get through. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for something. Please give Nev some love. Nez is super sweet. They're awesome. I appreciate and love you all very much. And I will see you guys later. Please take care of yourselves. Get some food, get some water, take your meds, take your vitamins, brush your teeth, floss, mouthwash, do all the things. And good luck on your test, Kitty. I believe in you. You got this. You can do it. All right. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know how ASMR this stream was. It was just me yapping. But good night, guys. Bye bye.